Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this morning. We have a special guest in the studio, big show lineup. I know a lot of y'all enjoyed yesterday's video with those marine biologists. A lot of good information there, and we're going to keep plugging in on that scallop sitter program. It's going to be a lot of fun to follow it, so we'll just have more stuff coming. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 77. High today, 73, low 55. Water temperature to be exact, 66.7. So it's really it's going to really start warming up the next couple of days, I feel like, with a little cold snap behind us. Our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. Their slogan this year, take it outside. And what an appropriate slogan for Panhandle Outdoors and our whole community. Take it outside. The river readings at the Apalachicola Bluntstown, 10.3, pretty steady. The Choctawhatchee, 5.5 and falling. Now, the Choctawhatchee is getting right, as old timers would say. The Apalachicola, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. I was down there Monday afternoon at Howard Creek, and they're just waiting. It's time, and they're catching some fish, but it's about to bust loose down there. So we're going to talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, and also on Friday's show in our fishing report. The marine forecast today will be south-southeast at 12. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tide today. I'm sorry, neap tides today. We had some good strong tides we're getting out of. Neap tides the next couple of days. So not a lot of tidal flow today and tomorrow. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with our special guest. Welcome back, folks, and look at our guest this morning. A wonderful guest here. Got up early and all. We'll welcome Tammy Weber. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. And listen, we're almost getting late started because, well, guess what we've been talking about? Fishing and outdoors. And we got a connection here because you're from a fishing state. Tell us, folks, where you're from.
I am from the state of 10,000 lakes, and that is the state of Minnesota, which is very cold, even this time of year.
We remember last year I had the guys on from Bemidji, Minnesota on our tuna fishing trip, and there's one thing in common from three states up there, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. They love to fish. So you grew up fishing.
Yeah, absolutely, I did. I was the oldest of four kids, and my two brothers are right behind me, so I was fishing. I was catching turtles in the woods when we were camping, but every kind of fishing, from fishing on Lake Superior to the inland fishing for perch and what people down here call brim. Mm-hmm. And we did do a lot of ice fishing too, and you have to be in a shed when you're ice fishing because it's just too cold, but a lot of fun.
I get tickled just talking to people about those kind of things. Now, you and your husband moved down here, and tell us, and you have how many kids?
Four.
4 kids, yes. And y'all moved down a little while back.
6 years ago, we moved from Minnesota down here. You didn't have to really twist our arm. The weather is very nice here.
And he's an structural engineer, have an engineering firm.
Yes, my husband has MK Weber Engineering, and we are very busy, especially since post-hurricane. Yes. So it's a blessed problem to have, yep. Not even a problem, but yes, that's what we do here. And
you're an RN by trade.
Yep, I've been an RN for 23 years. I'm still licensed, actually, in 3 states, but right now with all the kids, that's my #1 job.
Are your kids ranging from 4 to 18, you said?
Yeah, 4 to 17.
17,
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you stay busy. Well, you came here on assignment. Stephanie Marshall Hobbs sent you here, and
yes.
And we're glad to have you because we have a unique tournament coming up this weekend, and actually it's the 22nd year. And tell us about the tournament coming up.
Yeah, so the tournament is going to be this weekend. It originally started with a small group of ladies, and as time went on, they could invite friends, and I have been one of those friends, so I've fished in it a few different times, and I'm very excited to be able to be in it this weekend. And it's really about girls getting together who love to fish, and it's about the camaraderie and all of that. And we look forward to it every year. Mm-hmm. And it's always in March or beginning of April. Yeah.
You picked a good time this year because the Spanish are just coming in over the weekend and all, so this first weekend of April is going to be an excellent time. I follow this tournament because I've known a lot of the ladies that's fished in it, sure. Amanda Miller and Stephanie and all of them, and there's one common denominator, they just flat out have fun.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. that's probably the most important thing, is having fun.
I get tickled because we're always encouraging, all the years we taught outdoor ed at school, and I get tickled about, we try to really get the girls really involved in it, and that's what y'all have done.
Yes.
And it's good. I want to show this picture right here, if I can show it again. You were talking about your fishing and all, and the picture of what kind of big fish is that? That's the one.
This picture was taken in Canada, which is just north of Minnesota, and it's a 3-foot Canadian pike, which is considered northern pike. It's considered a very big fish and very aggressive. They're a lot of fun to catch, and a bigger fish than that would be a sturgeon, but those are hard to catch. And so this was a lot of fun. I was actually up there. That was about 10 years ago, and I was up there with actually my dad and my uncle.
Oh, fishing with dad and uncle.
Yes.
That is. I know they had as much fun watching you catch it as you did.
Oh, absolutely. And I still, when I catch fish, I still get so excited. I scream and squeal a little bit. I really do, because you never know what's on the other end.
That is so cool. And how long did it take you to land that one?
That one, it was probably about 2 minutes, because we were not in very deep water. Yeah, it was about 2 minutes, but it fought, and I was really excited.
Okay, now tell us about this picture here.
That was actually last year. I was in the fishing tournament with Julie Huggins, Julie Finch, and that's my son. That's my 4-year-old, and I came back from the tournament. I have another picture too, where we have this tradition in my family that we actually kiss the fish, and my son was pretty nervous about that. But yeah, that's him. And my entire family, my daughters and my sons and husband, we all like to fish. So
that's awesome. So that's a family tradition, kissing the fish.
Yes, it is. It's my tradition, and
that's cool.
Everybody gets grossed out, including my husband. But I tell you, I've caught a couple shark, and I don't even try to kiss them.
Well, that's cool. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with our guest, Tammy Weber. We got a big Spanish mackerel tournament coming up this weekend for the ladies. Guys, I guess the guys can maybe ride in the boat, but they can't do anything else. That's true. Okay, so this is you know how we love to have these girls tournaments and all and promote them. So we're tickled for y'all. And before we get to the tournament, I got a couple of announcements we've got to make, because we've got to get some things squared away. We've got to the Blue Water Outriggers tent sale in Port St. Joe now. It's going to be, listen to this, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think I put it wrong last week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be a big. I'm going to go Thursday morning. I see some of y'all down Thursday morning, 7 a.m. That's Eastern time. Okay, so be there. I'm going to talk about it again tomorrow. Also, got a couple of pictures here. The folks sent in. The Appalachian Gold. This is a triple tail. This is Chris Kramer, and Appalachian Gold, a triple tail. Look at old Chris. That's a nice fish right there. And then also Nat Harris, Jason, hey Winston. This is good. I'm the Indiana guy who has become great friends with Nat Harris. I consider Panama City Beach my second home, and always have a good day fishing with Nat. I love your show and watch it every night on YouTube. We went out Saturday. Now listen to this, Tammy, because look at the Spanish they caught. They went out this past Saturday in the afternoon and hit the first Spanish and have been. And we found this year. Good job. So that's what y'all want to do this weekend. Yes. Okay. Way ahead. We're a month ahead of this, but over here, Trey at Nick Seafood over here in Freeport. Trey Nick's going to have his annual tournament. Listen, it's $13,000 payout. That's the 14th annual Old Nick's Redfish Roundup. Okay. Over there at Trey's restaurant. Earth Day coming up April 20th. St. Andrew Bay Watch. Get in touch with them. Hey, Coach, I got my limit of Spanish, specks, and redfish Saturday. Uh-oh. Listen, the incoming tide and south wind got them in the East Bay. Okay. That might be where y'all want to go. Maybe. East Bay, and did a trick on specks and redfish. Spanish were thick in San Andreas Bay from 10 to 12, Tammy. Okay. All right. Perfect day on the water. Here they are. What a great mess of fish right there. Good job. And this is from Donnie Copper. Donnie, thank you for sending that and sharing that with our viewers. One more really quick one. This is Gene Porter. Hey, Mr. Chester, we caught this bull redfish yesterday at Port St. Joe Marina. Just wanted to share. Love your show, Gene Porter. That is a big redfish right there by St. Joe Marina. Okay, and that's enough for today. Let's get back to our guest and tournament. That's some exciting news. That is. That's good. Spanish are here. Uh-huh. Okay, so you have your captain's meeting Friday afternoon, and then y'all go at daylight Saturday? What time can y'all go?
7 a.m. We can put lines in the water, and the weigh-in will be at 4 in the afternoon.
Okay. Now, whose boat? Who will you be with?
So this year I will be. There's 8 of us, and I will be with Stephanie Hobbs, and the name of our team is Gotta Believe.
Gotta Believe, and that's a good boat right there. And I think they've won before. Mm-hmm. Okay, and y'all can fish till what time?
Well, we weigh in at 4, so it's just going to depend on how many fish that we catch. But the time, really, when you're out there fishing, it goes by very fast. It's pretty exciting. Yes.
That's the thing about Spanish. You know, you get out there because you stay so busy, and you catch them pretty regular when you get into them, and all. And the prizes, y'all just divide up the prize money?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That's how we do it. Okay.
And you donate the fish to charity, or y'all eat some of them, or what do y'all do?
You know, I actually do not. I don't know for sure. I don't know if it changes year by year.
Yeah, I think sometimes they give them to the mission, and sometimes they eat some of them and all. So it's been a good cause and all. The what's y'all's game plan? Have y'all decided yet? Where you going to go or anything? Or?
You know, we had a meeting a couple of days ago, just as we're trying to figure everything out. But yep, we do have a plan as to where we're going to go, and a couple different spots that we're going to try out that are a little bit secret right now. But
it's got to be a secret place. You can't tell people where you're going to go. That's why people always ask me, where's a good place to go, Coach? And I said, just go out there and really and truly, you need to find them on your own. And of course, electronics, the way electronics are now, you find a lot of structure and all. So much, and structure's moved around a lot too. Your boat, you ought to be putting a boat in, and your boat. You think y'all go outside the pass, or y'all gonna stay in the bay?
You know, I don't know, because in the years past, like last year when we fished, it was rough and it was a little bit chilly, and I don't think any boat attempted to go out into the pass, but years before we have also. It really is weather dependent. Mm-hmm.
Now I know on a fishing trip, it's not just the idea of catching a fish, that's the camaraderie and the fellowship and just having fun and laughing and giggling and picture taking. That's all part of it too, isn't it?
Oh, it's probably one of the most important parts. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we look forward to it every single year to the next year. Yes.
Very, very memorable. And I know I go with a bunch of guys, and we have some girls come with us on charter boats and all. And I love always have daughters or sisters, whatever, on our snapper trips. But one of the big things we have is the food we bring on board. Now that's a big deal. Is it a big deal with y'all bringing certain food on board?
Yeah, we do that. We meet, and some of us, will bring certain items, and we share. That's kind of what we do on the boat.
Right.
We'll bring,
here, try this, or here, try this.
And, yes. Yeah, and we keep it real simple too, because I mean, you're so busy catching the fish, or at least you hope you are.
Yeah.
And you're that busy, you don't really have time to eat.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things too, we take a lot of pictures. Y'all take a lot of pictures and all?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, so next week, I'm not going to go out in the boats with y'all, but I know you and Stephanie and some of y'all will be sure and send me some pictures, and we'll show them, and also we'll try to make. Well, I've got. On my weekends, I have about 4 things to do, and I just have to. But this is number 4. If I get the first 3 done, I'm gonna come to it. But one of the things too, do y'all, when you're trolling, do y'all have like a certain color y'all like or anything, or?
Yeah, you know what, and that also changes also. It is really interesting. I mean, it really, whether the sun is out or not out, that changes, and it's kind of a little bit of trial and error with it.
That's cool. Now I'm gonna go back to your childhood days when your dad fished up there in Minnesota and took you. What were some of his favorite tricks or whatever?
You know, it was really interesting. Up there, he always caught the biggest fish, and he would help all of us. But he used to fish with, I think you guys would call it a spoon down here. We called it a daredevil, and it was red and silver. And every single time he would catch the biggest fish and catch a northern pike off the back of the boat while all of us kids were there. But we did a lot of, mostly we did a lot of walleye fishing. Walleye is a very good fish to eat. It's similar to a snapper. It's more of a white fish, and it's really good. And those are tricky to catch. Those are fun.
Well, dads are supposed to catch the biggest fish. That's just part of it. So your dad did the right thing. Now, what's your reputation as far as catching fish and all?
Well, that's interesting. So I typically catch the first fish, the smallest fish, and the most. But I have never caught the biggest fish yet. And that's my goal, is to catch the biggest fish in the groups when we
Okay,
go.
well, usually people talk about catching the biggest fish, so your reputation is catching the smallest fish.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a final break, come right back with Tammy. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Sitting here with Tammy Weber, our guest representing the Bear. It's a Bear Point Ladies Spanish Mackerel Tournament. Bear Point Ladies, and we're going to talk about, finish up on that and some other things too. But let's look at our fishing game time first today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. And don't forget that. Let's talk about that tent sale a second. That tent sale is huge, and I'm going to go there. And you know, I usually spend more of my money on you because I buy a lot of stuff. I'll give it away on the show, so it'd be good for you. But I always find something down there that I need, I don't have. But it's a really cool tournament. They have it every year, and there'll be some tackle reps there. Penn will be represented, Penn reels, and all kind of tackle reps there, and showing the newest gadgets and all. And you got to buy some new stuff and all because of, you know how that is.
Oh yes.
So, does your husband like new stuff as far as fishing stuff and all?
Yes, he actually does, and he will purchase it and have it sent to our office because I'm not always there. And the package will show up, and I'll say, "All right, what's this?"
Smart guy. Let me do the fishing game time. 11:44 to 1:44, right in the middle of the day, and then actually midnight, 12:05 a.m. to 2:05 a.m. Probably won't make that one, but middle of the day, tell your boss you want to just take a long lunch and go catch some of those Spanish mackerel and tell Tammy where they are for this weekend. Now here's a poster here, the 22nd annual Bear Point Ladies Spanish Mackerel Tournament, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to get plenty of pictures and all. Are you excited about it?
I am very excited about it. Absolutely. Every year.
Every year, and I know a lot of ladies, like I say, Mandy Miller Warren, and some of those other ladies be in it. So y'all gonna have a good time. Now, just fishing in general. If you had to choose, okay, I know this is Spanish mackerel, and,
sure.
and if you had to choose what some of your favorite, maybe you or your family would like to do, what's some of the favorite fishing you enjoy doing now?
Well, what we do a lot of is bottom fishing, and we love to fish for grouper and snapper. And I have to go to the gym and work out because for a lot of those fish that we catch, I can catch them, and I have a really hard time reeling them in. They are a lot of fun to catch, and we eat a lot of fish. Yes.
You brought up a great point and all. And I've talked about doing this before, actually a fisherman workout, where I'm going to show people lifting barbells and all, because those big fish are hard to get in.
They are, and if the weather is windy, it's also hard as you're trying to stabilize yourself in your boat. And I am sore typically the next day, almost every time. That's
cool. So bottom fishing, that's special too. Now, do you get to do what are some other outdoor activities you and your family enjoy, other than boating and fishing? Yeah,
we do a lot of boating, almost every weekend, especially from about this time through October. My husband goes up north where we're from, up to Minnesota and Michigan, and he enjoys deer hunting.
Oh, good.
And so I do allow a deer head to be in the house on the wall.
You're a good lady, good wife.
Because I'm proud of him for that.
Yes.
That was a nice buck that he had gotten up in Minnesota, so he enjoys that.
And they're so much bigger up there, just huge bucks
they
up there.
Are, they really are, yes.
Yeah. And our buddies I met from Bemidji, Minnesota, so you know where that place is?
Yes.
Bemidji, Minnesota. They sent me a shirt, and it says it on there, so I'll get a kick out of wearing it. If you win this weekend and catch the biggest fish, what do you think is going to happen? You'll be recognized as a...
I think I would be very excited if that happened, to catch the biggest fish. I'd be very excited, and then we do have a trophy, and names go on it every year. I've never been on that yet. So
you get your name on the trophy.
Yes.
Okay, a perpetual trophy. That's cool. Actually, I think Dick Danford and his wife and all, they helped start this when they were living over there. I remember when they started this. I thought it was just a cool idea, and I guess they're still going to be there, Dick and his wife, and for you FSU fans now, he's a former FSU basketball player, but an excellent fisherman, and that'll be good. Okay, we got a few more minutes left. The secret to, honestly, and I'm going to give y'all some advice. The secret is just keeping your poles in the water. In other words, don't socialize too much.
Right, it's gonna be hard, but we'll do that.
and who's going to run the boat?
You know what? At this point, I'm not sure who our captain is going to be yet. Not because it's a secret or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure who's going to actually run it. But you know, when we've gone in the past, there's somebody doing that, and there's somebody, you know, some boat hands or deck hands that help out too. Because if you're catching them left and right and catching them quick,
and they're going to be all different size boats in there too. There's going to be some small boats and big boats.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of this tournament. It's going to have all kinds of people in there.
it will.
And do y'all once? I know, you know, you make that big circle out in the bay and all, but once you get into them, do y'all ever stop and cast for them, or y'all just continually troll?
Normally, it's just continuing to troll and moving if you find a spot. Yeah.
Okay. Because some people, we do it both ways and all, and if it's small, it's hard to cast out of a big boat too with that many ladies.
It is. Yes.
Do y'all have a lot of patience with each other, or do y'all get sort of panicky at times?
I think some people get panicky. I tend to just get really excited. But like this year in this boat, there'll be 8 of us, and so it'll be a little bit tight. And last year it was just myself and my friend Julie Huggins, Julie Finch, and it was just the 2 of us, and her son was our captain. And so we had lots of room for casting and everything.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
so.
That's interesting. Now you're going from 2 to 8. That's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Y'all take plenty of pictures and all, and
we will.
Tell you how much I appreciate you coming on the show early this morning.
Absolutely.
And you know, I know you're busy with 4 kids, and you helping your husband at work now with him. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Are you getting back into nursing anytime soon? Or?
Well, I'm not sure yet. You know, I still keep my licenses up, and you know, I guess it's one of those things when you're in the medical field. Once a nurse, always a nurse. Once a doctor. So I'm asked questions every day, from nutrition to I have a fever. What do I do? So, yeah, I'm doing.
I guess you'll be the designated nurse on board. I guess the boat. If somebody gets hooked, you're gonna be in charge.
Yes, that would be me.
And you ever take that first aid stuff with you and all?
You know what? I do. And actually probably should bring my own. We keep one on our boat, so when we take friends and family that come, just in case.
That's cool.
So.
We're going to wrap it up. Tammy, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Good luck to y'all.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Folks, thank you all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We always appreciate the viewership. Keep sending those pictures in, and do something good today for your fellow man. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.